In a previous video, we had incorrectly referred to a magnet assembly we were using as a Halbach array, when instead it was actually a stack of magnets more simply arranged so that the adjacent magnets opposed each other along a single axis. From what we can gather, it's the areas in the stack where the opposing polarities make contact that are the places where the magnetic field is concentrated. It's these contact areas that actually correspond to the lines you see when using the magnetic field viewing film. On the other hand, a Halbach array is a set of magnets arranged so that their polarities are oriented in specific directions in relation to each other. For reasons beyond our current understanding, this actually orients the magnetic field to one side of the arrangement, amplifying the field on that side while diminishing it on the opposite side. Thank you to the viewer who graciously pointed that out to us. So naturally, we thought we should probably build an actual Halbach array to see if it would work any better than the opposing polarity stack we had been using. For this, we needed specialized cube-shaped magnets, some drilled parallel to the polarity axis and some drilled perpendicular to the axis. Because of the polarity configuration we will need to follow, we will be using these in alternating order. And because we will be working with a number of these, and they all look essentially the same despite drill shaft orientation, we took the time to label each of them clearly on more than one side, in part to preempt any rubbing off of the labels that will happen with the extensive amount of handling that we predicted with this build. We were warned that a completed array would have a very strong magnetic field, so we designed a housing that would serve both as a container that prevented unwanted contact when it was not in use, as well as a way to ensure we always had some mechanical leverage to remove it from the things that we did end up sticking it to. We designed the housing so that it would cover all but the amplified side of the array to help prevent unintentional lateral attraction of things. The long threaded rod we were using passed through both the array and the housing, but this meant that we had to make sure we didn't make any mistakes on the magnet orientation when we installed each of them individually. Getting all the magnets properly into the housing and onto the rod was easier said than done. With each added magnet, the field of the assembled magnets eventually became so strong that it would often suck the magnets right out of our grip before we were able to place them in the proper orientation and slot the shaft on the rod. After a lot of elbow grease, we were able to get it all together, but the question was, would it do any better job at remagnetizing the bed than the opposing polarity stacks did? Not being sure what exactly it would do, we opted to try it on some flexible sheet magnets instead, which are made in a very similar way to the magnetic bed tops in many 3D printers. And the answer, after all that, was no. It actually did quite the opposite. More quickly and more completely demagnetized the sheet magnet compared to anything else we had, and would likely do the same with the bamboo's bed. We think this is because the amplified side of the Halbach array we built seems to work like the uniform field of a very large magnet, rather than a series of alternating fields. Compared to solid neodymium magnets, flexible magnets aren't comprised of as much magnetic material, and the large proportion of their makeup is the rubber or polymer that makes them flexible, which itself is not magnetic. So, uniformly magnetizing them in one direction results in such a weak magnetic field that they're practically demagnetized. But magnetizing them so that they have multiple alternating fields can effectively increase their magnetic strength. For now, we'll keep our Halbach array away from anything it may potentially harm, since its pull strength is probably on par with a small fishing magnet. But in case anyone wants to try building one themselves, you'll be able to find all the info via the link in the description. That brings us back to the opposing polarity stacks. We've already constructed a number of opposing polarity stacks, each a little bigger than the last. Larger, more powerful magnets seemed to impart stronger magnetic properties to the bed. So we figured, why not build one more? And of course, make it even bigger. And this time, we added a grip for more control and to make it easier to use. We'll put the information for that build in the link as well. Thanks again for watching. We hope that you're finding this information useful. And another big thanks for letting us know that we needed to look into this a bit more. Our team is currently working on a number of different project tracks, so juggling and coordination has been a bit of a challenge. But we're trying to at least find a regular cadence for content releases, so please bear with us as we try to find our rhythm. As always, let us know your thoughts on this or if you have any questions. Till next time.